Is there any way to zoom this in a little bit more? Yeah, I'll talk to the slide in a minute. I'm Brian Trussell. I'm the CEO of Glympse, and I appreciate the opportunity to talk here a little bit today. Thank you. And when we designed Glympse, we saw that the space the market was going to be today with smartphones, GPSs, unlimited data plans, high-speed communication. And we really wanted to roll back to how are people using location in their lives today. And the way people use it today, or in the recent past, people made phone calls and said, hey, I'm running late. People would send text messages saying, hey, where are you? I'm out front. If you think about your day today or yesterday, probably several times with somebody else you've exchanged location information via traditional means of a phone call, a text message, an email, or something of the sort. So we wanted to really open this up to the mass market and say, now that we have the capabilities of smartphones, what can we do to make location adaptable to the mass market and have a new, more powerful ways of sharing location? And there was really two things we wanted to solve with Glympse. One is we wanted to make it very simple because it had to be easier than making a phone call, and it had to be easier than sending a text message if people were going to alter the way that they communicated location back and forth. And then the second big concern, which you probably see, is locations now starting to get into the forefront of people's minds, is people are concerned about privacy. And as they start sharing their location, they're like, well, I don't know how many people I really want to know where I am at what point and what times. And people have a hard time really defining what a location sharing social network was or is. And so those are the two things we set to do. So let me show you our application here. So if you have our application on your phone, we're on the iPhone, we're on Android, we're on Windows Mobile, and we have a couple other platforms in development. You have your location on a map. And if you want to share your location with somebody, you don't sign up with a password with us or any sort of account. You literally, this is a first-time user experience. You'll go in, type in the name of somebody, email, phone number. You can freeform type it in, and you hit send, and that's it, and you're done. And that email goes out, and now that person will get a link that has a real-time view of your location. So let me show you. I called up James, our intern, about 20 minutes ago, and I said, go hop on the road and send me a glimpse. So this is my Android phone, just my email. I get this glimpse that comes from him, and it would just go normally straight to my browser, but I happen to have Glympse installed on the phone. But let me just show you what the browser experience would be. Just click on it, and you'll instantly get a map that has his location, his message up at the top, his speed if he's moving, and then you can refresh that in real time. And you'll be able to update in real time where he is. So with nothing more than a browser on the receiving end, you've got the real-time location. Now if you'll notice, I don't know if you can read that, it says this is valid for another hour, another 56 minutes. Let me go back and show you on the sending application, kind of one of the special sauce ingredients we have. When you send a glimpse to somebody, you can set the duration for how long they're able to see you. So you can just do essentially a check-in of 0 seconds, or you can do 5 minutes, 10 minutes, up to whatever you want, up to 4 hours, and just say, that's how long that person has permission to see me. And then they'll be able to see you real time on a map. You can add a message optionally if you want to, and you can also add a destination if you want. You can go from a favorite, or you can search for it or find it on maps, and then you can send off that. So a glimpse is very quick to send, it's very easy, it's very private, and you can see for as long as you want. I want to show you. Let me show you what it looks like if you have the application installed. We'll go back to James Mail. You can actually view it inside a Glimpse. And the benefit of actually installing it in the application is you're able to see the real-time location of him moving around on the map. I have time to show the web interface quickly. 30 seconds. If you see this on the web, it's actually even a little bit more robust. Quite a bit more robust. Show you what that looks like on the web. And again, this is somebody that doesn't have any software specifically installed on their PC or their Mac desktop. You'll get a fully interactive flash-based map that'll have real-time location that you can pan and zoom and center in on satellite mode. Very detailed. So we see Glympse as being the easiest way to share location, as easy as a text message, very robust, very private, and very adaptable to a personal, a professional, or a social scenario.
Great, thanks, Brian. So, panelists, what do you think? Any questions so far?
How does it work on platforms that don't support background processing?
So, technically, we're capable of running in the background on any platform and updating location. If you take something like the iPhone, which doesn't permit it, then for now you have to be running it in the foreground to continue to update the location. So if you exit the app, take a phone call, do something else, you won't update. The receiver will see the last time you updated. When you relaunch the application, we'll pick up where we left off and go. So for us, the background processing platforms are more compelling.
Have you thought about any ways to build in notification capabilities for the app? So I'm thinking if I happen to be within a couple hundred feet or a kilometer of another contact that I'm following for an hour, if I happen within that 4-hour period to be a few hundred meters away, there's a way I could be alerted that that person is there.
Yeah, it's actually one of the features we're looking to add. Okay. So you have these alerts. So you can have somebody who's coming to meet you, right? Yeah. Maybe purposely or maybe not. And when you're 1 minute away or 200 feet away or a mile away, yeah, you can send off an alert.
How are you marketing it? Like, how are you getting the word out?
So we've spent about $1.80 on marketing. We really, we're a small company, so we haven't spent a lot. The nice thing about the application is the recipient doesn't have any software or any knowledge, right? So I do it all the time. I'll send a glimpse to somebody I'm going to meet that doesn't even know who we are. They'll click on it, they'll see it, and they instantly know about it. And then there's just a button click away on their phone from installing it. So most of our usage, the vast majority, is people who've received a glimpse, click on it, see it, and then go install the app. So it kind of self-markets in a natural way.
Any more questions before we move on to feedback? All right, let's move on to some feedback. What do you guys think?
It's very cool, actually.
And can you guys see this playing some sort of a role in the sort of work that you're already doing inside your own organization, or any hints or tips on how to make this more applicable to you?
Does it support groups?
That's actually another big request of a feature we've been asked to do, so we're working on that now. But the idea is, you'll be able to form ad hoc groups based on location or based on families or whatever, and then those folks can have a location sharing group.
What do you see as a typical use case for this? I mean,
Well, it's really interesting. We thought we'd find out and zero in, but we see everything from people using it in a family situation. When somebody heads home, they just send a glimpse every day, and the family knows when they're coming home. We see people using it in professional situations when they're going to go meet for coffee, because they can say, here's the destination and I've left, and we don't have to worry about where we're meeting and when. And we see people using it socially. So we've got people sending off glimpses that are off hang gliding, they're skiing down the slopes, they're taking car trips across the country. It's almost as generic as location sharing is inherently. So we've been pretty happy with the breadth of the demographic that's using it.
How do you guys plan on monetizing it?
Right now we're in the kind of the distribution expansion phase, getting the use out there. There's several models we're looking at. We'll probably be throwing location-based ads in pretty soon here on the next release. We've got a lot of premium features. To your point, we get a lot of requests from users saying, love the app, is there any way you could add this? And a lot of them throw in the comment and would be willing to pay for it too. So I think there's stuff there. And then it's built on a platform, so I think there's some platform capabilities that we integrate well into other things with the technology.
Great, so to wrap this up, on the whole, thumbs up, thumbs down, what do you guys think?
It's a cool app. Good.
Great. Thanks so much, Mike.